Hello everyone, welcome back to another trading session. I take this trade right here. If you look at this chart, you can see every single candle has big shadows from the downside and upside and everywhere. And the candles starting from here, so most likely it will have a big shadow. And if you look closer, you will see we can draw a common point of rejection out of all of these rejection for this candle here as well. If you look at this one, you will see that we have this common point of rejection, also this one, and the entry below this line will be nice. Also from the upside, if we draw this line right here, you can see that we are drawing a line which is a common point between all these rejections. So if the price comes up here, it will reject for sure. Okay, so this was my first trade. Let me just see if the price is about to reach to the point that we were deciding to take a sell. It's also lined up with the round number. I take it right now. I go 2 trades. You'll see how beautiful it will reject. Let me just try it. This thing. Okay. So as you can see, this is a common point of rejection. And it is very important to combine these with round numbers, with other reasons. For example, if you had a doji and this doji broke in somewhere here and the price is down here, you can enter on the common point of rejection because you already have a doji break. Okay, I hope it was clear for you what do I mean. So we already should have a setup, and then we can enter on common point of rejection. So if you only trade based on one reason, it will not give you good results. Okay. For example, this doji break right here, you can see that it didn't work because it's only one reason. There's no other reason to take that trade. Okay. I will look for other opportunities. It's just the only rule we have to have other reasons to take a trade. And one of the reasons that you might have a lot of failed setups is because you're only trading based on one reason. And long term, it will not give you good results if you do that. Okay, so I will just keep looking for other opportunities. All right, I take a double trade right now. It's a clean downtrend and we are at the resistance area, both horizontal resistance and probably the supply area. I'm expecting a rejection. Come on. All right, it was a winning trade. Nice. And you can see here we have a breakout trade. First touch, second touch, lower low, and then the breakout. And our entries was so good. And it was with a huge margin of safety. That's why we win this trade. Also, you might say that, oh, why this is a green candle? Because you see this gap down, okay? If you have a trend and you have a sell set up, and the next you're planning to take the next candle as a sell, okay? Then you see candle starts with a jump to downside. Okay, start from here. It doesn't start from here. It starts from down here. Okay, so it's called gap down, and most likely this one also be in the direction of the ongoing trend. So that way we either want to avoid this trade, or we enter with a better entry, or you might enter with smaller amount because it makes it risky. In this case, we had a breakout. Most likely the trend will start from here, but we are at the resistance area in general. And I know that this is a point of interest because it's also an obvious downtrend. And if you see that the breakout happened right here, it means that this is going to be the decision point for the next time the price comes down. Okay, this is not a clear one because we need multiple touches for it to become the decision point. But in general, when unusual activities happen in the market, for example, the expectation here is just to drop, just like the previous times. But when it breaks, it becomes somewhere that market can react next time, okay? Just like this. So that's the philosophy behind decision point trading. If I can, I will show you some examples. For example, here you can see that we have this resistance, so clean, right? And next time price comes down here, we're expecting a drop again, but it doesn't happen. You see this gap down here? This is an overlapping area. And if I go to the lower time frame at this point, you will see some fresh supply and demand right down there. There we go. You can see this fresh demand area. Next time price comes down here, most likely it will react from it. Okay, you can see that it's a clear supply. I mean clear demand. Yeah, we see the demand on the 15-second time frame. If I draw it, it will look like this. Ideally, we want the entry below the zone. We want it to somewhere here, but still, if we want to take this, we should take it with a small amount because the entry is above the green zone. Let's go to other pairs. Alright, we have ABC right here. Also, the doji break is about to happen. So we have two good reasons to take a trade. Alright, we have the supply. We have the supply. I really want this one to break this doji. This candle break the doji. Next candle comes up, I will enter. And then, most likely it will reject and close something like this. Okay, I really hope this one doesn't come up so fast now. And it breaks this doji. Come on. 3. No. Yes, it broke the doji. I enter one trade right now. And then the next trade, I will enter on that demand area if it comes up. If it comes up to this point, I will enter here because we already have the doji broken. So we already have a sell set up. And the optimized entry will be the supply. It's simple, right? Come on, I really want it to come up. Come on. Okay, I entered triple trade on that one. And I'm confident about this trade. Okay. The only reason that we were having this much of buyer's pressure is this gap down. See this gap down? All right. This is how we trade. All right. Now, if you were taking this trade as an amateur, so those who have not so much experience probably would take this trade, stack this trade. Oh, this is a doji break. Let me just take a double trade on this one because it will work. And in most cases, you ignore the negative reasons to take a trade. In this case, we have gap down, almost, diffuses this doji, I would say. So you need to be a little smarter than other people and try to get best possible entry because you know that you have ABC, and ABC itself is a sign that can have supply and demand inside of itself. Okay, if this is a big supply, we want something optimized, right? Doji break happened here. Okay, if we go to lower time frame inside of that big supply, you can see that you already see the refined version of that. Okay, we refine that, we make it smaller. If we go back to 1 minute, you'll see that the optimized entry is on this one. So we might have some people want a very nice optimized entry. They might even go to 10-second time frame and they mark this area. the more, I mean, the lower your time frame is, you will find smaller entries. But the reason why I don't go much lower than that is because sometimes we miss entries if you're too overthink. If we overthink that too much, for example, instead of this zone right here, if I want to take this 10-second zone right there, okay, this one, in this particular case, it came up all the way to the 10-second zone, smallest one. But in most cases, in some cases, it just comes all the way to this zone. It doesn't touch the 10-second zone and then drops. Okay, so if that happens, you will probably miss this opportunity. You'll be mad. Okay, so that's why I just don't overthink and I take it if possible. I mean, I take whatever I see, right? So yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna stop right here. Today's session wasn't very bad. It was good for me. Don't forget to join the Telegram channel. That's the first link in the description, and peace out.